Natalia, and here we are with Bruno. Bruno is part of the team from Klever. Klever, the versatile all-in-one crypto wallet that is designed to make managing digital assets simple and secure. With features supporting multiple blockchains, including Bitcoin, Klever empowers users to buy, sell, swap, and stake cryptocurrencies while maintaining full control over their funds. Today, we will discuss the key features of Klever Wallets, its role in the evolving crypto landscape, and how it intersects with Bitcoin and broader trends in decentralized finance. Bruno, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you to have me. I'm glad to be
And thanks
here.
for. I'm happy to be talking with you. I think that you are my second or third Brazilian guest. I think I have two or three previous. And again, let's talk about your wallet. But the first question I want to do, the first question that I do to everyone is, how were you on a spiel?
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
How were you on a spiel? How did you arrive to Bitcoin?
To Bitcoin. How we started,
Yes.
how we approach the idea.
Yes. How did you start the journey?
Okay. Yeah. Uh, Actually, the journey has been started a long time ago. 2018, 2017, when I read a book about blockchain revolutions from the author is Don Pascott. So this book just blew my mind, and I shared it with Dio, my mate. So and that shared with Maho, and we just tried to start something using blockchain, using Bitcoin. Actually, in that age, we just start to build a small wallet for Stellar, and how we just started everything. Because after that, we just jump into the Tron community, and we build the Tron wallet. Uh, and then we just uh, come on, we need to add Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was uh, our first site, our first start with the technology. And so we needed to add it at that age. And after some experience with other blockchains, because what's funny, because we started with Bitcoin conceptually, but after that, we when we start to code and build things, we just start with Stellar and then Tron, and then we come back to Bitcoin again and added Bitcoin into the wallet, and then we changed it to Clever, because it was not just Tron wallet, and then it was a multi-chain wallet, and then was the idea of Clever that we started as a multi-chain wallet. So we are very focused and self custody and DeFi protocols. We just started a multi-chain swap also in that age, just to swap tokens between Tron, Bitcoin, Ethereum, that we added right after Bitcoin. And that was the journey, how the journey just started.
Excellent. And Clever is known as an all-in wallet. Can you describe its main features, like buying, selling crypto, swapping assets, supporting NFTs?
The, the sound just cracked a little bit. I don't know if
Okay. Can you as Clever is known as the all-in wallet, can you describe the main features that Clever has, like buying and selling crypto, swapping assets, and using NFTs?
Yeah, sure. Well, the idea about the wallet just is not just be a simple crypto wallet. The main idea is to simplify the experience into the crypto world, and mainly for newbies and new incomers for the ecosystem. So it's not just a wallet that you can see, send, receive, and store your tokens, but the idea is to guide you into this journey into the crypto world. Because at the first sight, crypto is not so simple for the regular people. I have my own experience with my mother trying to uh, put her into this world, and it's not easy for a regular people that is not used to crypto. So the idea behind the wallet is not just be a simple crypto wallet, but to abstract the frictions that the user may have when he tried to jump into the crypto world. So if you noted, we already have a very easy path for you start your journey into the wallet. You can bypass uh, the backup process. You can just start to play around with the tokens and everything. So you can buy crypto inside the wallet. Um, so we have on ramp. We are working to have an off ramp too. So you'll be possible to spend your crypto inside the wallet also very soon. So the idea is to be a hub. It's not just a wallet, but a hub. So we already have a lot of service inside the wallet, inside the core functions. So as I said before, so you can buy tokens. You can spend already with Bitrefill. You can spend with Travala integrated in the wallet, and we are working to bring more service, more third-party service in a simple way, so the user can use the wallet and be your own bank itself with the wallet and don't need anything else be, beyond the wallet. We are working also to abstract, not just make an easy path to backup and restore the wallet, but to abstract the idea of the 12, 24 words or seed phrase. So we are working on that right now. So very soon also you will be possible to use the wallet just with a password or a passkey in a safer way and decentralized and self-custody, and don't need to worry about seed phrase and 12, 24 words. Because if you look, the technology is amazing, but we have a gap because we live in a world that is full digital. And we're talking about a crypto wallet, you need to write down in a paper your 12 or 24 words. So we have a gap in this way because we are in the digital world, but at this part, we need to go back to the paper and the pencil and write down your 12 and 24 words. So we are working to fill this gap. So very soon you'll be able to use your wallet in a safer way using just a passkey with your iOS or Android or whatever operational system you use it, and safer and with a full backup of your private keys. So that's the idea. We keep building and keep working on the evolution of the technology.
And do you think that these uses and these features that the Clever Wallet will have is going to help newbies to enter to the crypto Bitcoin ecosystem?
Exactly. And if you noted, we just give the steps to, for example, we just integrated Lightning using Breeze SDK because Breeze SDK can bring to us a nodeless, seamless implementation of the Lightning, because Lightning without a nodeless implementation is very hard to do in a self custody way. So we just added this, and now we are working to abstract the 12 24 words. So the idea is exactly that, to bring new incomers, because now we already have instant payments with Bitcoin using Lightning, right? So now we are working to abstract and remove the frictions for new incomers, new users. So my mother maybe finally can use a crypto wallet without my help.
This is amazing because we always say with my friend, my other friend behind the Bitcoin Libertarian, is that we must explain all these things as simple as your grandmother can understand it.
Exactly.
And yeah, I think that the technology needs to be done for people to not complicate the things. And if they want to go into more security and more custodial thing and self-custody, they can go to the rabbit hole, but at least the enter is has to be simple. Has to be. We need to show the people that this world is not complicated. It's simple, right?
Exactly. That's it. Uh, I think the greatest point of the technology is when you use the technology without thinking or without knowing that you are using the technology. So thinking AI, for example, you use AI all the time, but you don't need to think about it. Like, I need to do this step and this step and this step to use AI. You just open a prompt and do some write something and just send the prompt to the AI. You don't need to think or overthink uh, on how to use it. So I think the technology will reach the highest point when everybody will use blockchain, you use Bitcoin without even note that are using Bitcoin. Like people are using Bitcoin to pay your bills, to transfer money, to travel and everything without thinking about. So I think when you reach that point, will be the highest point of the technology usage. So that's it. When you use the technology and you even know that we are using the technology.
Yeah, this is something that I've been reading in many books or listening in podcasts. That, for example, now we are talking. You are in Brazil. In which city, by the way?
Rio de
In
Janeiro.
which city of Brazil are you? Rio de Janeiro, cidade maravilhosa. I love
Exactly.
Rio de Janeiro. I've been one time and I love it. But anyways, you are in Rio de Janeiro. I'm here in Hong Kong. We are communicating through the computer, and we don't even. For us, it's automatic. Like I send you the link. We met at this time, but we don't think and we don't have to know how this process of communicating online works. And the same has to happen, must happen to Bitcoin for people to adopt it, because we are in the less of the adoption is less than 10%, between 5 and 8% of the people. We need to onboard all the other 95%. And probably
Exactly.
these people, they don't care about the security, about the privacy. So we need to offer them a product that they can use without studying. If they study, better for them,
Yeah.
but they can use it. And you told me that you can buy Bitcoin easily using Clever Wallet. You can integrate a credit card with bank transfer, P2P. How the buying process work?
Yeah, right now you can buy using our providers, but it's integrated into the wallet. Right now, the path that we're gonna experience inside the wallet depends on each part of the world you are, because we just didn't. keep doing this study. If you are in Brazil, so we have a best provider that works better for Brazilians with the Brazilian financial system. If you are in Europe, so we got to another provider works better with Europeans, and so on. If you are American, with a best provider for American, and so on. So I'm explaining, but in the user experience, you just need to go into the there is a hub, looks like a hamburger, right, in the wallets, in the icon of the wallets. So you just need to click there, and we're gonna see buy crypto. And so you just need to follow a few steps, and depends on your country, you're gonna have different kinds of choice, a credit card. If you are Brazilian, you have Pix, for example. Pix is a instant payments for Brazilians, made by our Brazil Central Bank. So so depends on where where are you in the globe, but it's very simple. Since credit card to bank transfer, you can buy Bitcoin directly from your wallet. Of course, using some provider at some point in this buying process, depends on the value or the place you are. You're gonna need to do a KUC because it's mandatory uh, by the law in some countries, in some places. So we are in the law, of course. So it is what it is, but few steps. The idea is to simplify more and more and more. We are working on that. But right now you can already do it. Just go into the buy crypto and follow the process. That's as I said, we're gonna have some difference if you are in Brazil, or if you are in America, or if you are in any other country. The steps we're gonna be different, and the choice also, because we work to give the best experience based on where you are located. Because right now we have different regulations about how to buy crypto on different countries, and we are simplify this inside the wallet for you, for the user. That's the main idea.
Exactly. And I need the KYC only if I want to buy Bitcoin using the wallet. If I want to use the wallet just to get a transfer from another person, I don't need to do KYC.
You don't need KUC. Yeah, KUC is just for to buy. And look, it's not us doing the KUC. We don't have a KUC
Yes,
ourselves. It's from the provider of the service of buying Bitcoin that is offering
yes,
the Bitcoin, the buying process of Bitcoin.
yes.
That we
I
don't
know
have any
because
kind of KUC.
sometimes I use Exodus, and yeah, if you want to buy, you need to you use the credit card, and you need to go through a KYC process, but it's not from the wallet, it's from the payment gateway. So,
Exactly.
but if you want just hold, just download the wallet and use it. And the main base of users that you have is in Brazil or in which part of the world?
Yeah, actually, the wallet, the wallet company is based in Europe, so we follow the MiCA in terms of regulation. But the wallet is worldwide, as any other self-custodian wallet is open to use into the globe.
Excellent. And also you support NFTs. I want to ask you because a couple of weeks ago we had a call with a girl from Colombia that she was working for Experts Wallet and they support ordinals and runes. Does Clever Wallet support ordinals as well or only NFTs?
Yeah, actually, right now we don't support our originals. Uh, But we have a plan to support. Actually, inside the if you look, because the core system of the wallets is open source. You can take a look in our GitHub, the basic functions and all we support. If you look there into the code, the basic code, we already support ordinals and everything about Bitcoin. But at the front end part, we don't support yet. We don't have a near future plan to support because we are right now focusing remove the frictions, as I said before, work in the user experience to remove those frictions for newcomers. But maybe more months later, we can take back this roadmap about support ordinals and everything about Bitcoin, NFT, and etc. For sure.
Excellent. And you mentioned a couple of times the word e-commerce. Is possible to integrate the wallet to receive payments online for shops and like online shops or something like that?
Yeah, actually, we already have a charge. We call it charge function. So you can put the money that you want to receive um, in, on your wallet. For example, I want to receive $10, so I can put there $10 and choose the coin, and the wallet will do the the exchange about $10 to that coin, and just need to show that QR code. And anyone, any wallet that can read the QR code can just send to you the payment. We already have some experience in some stores here in Brazil. We have some cities in Brazil that is called the Bitcoin cities. In the south of Brazil, we have a guy called a Beat Burger. So this guy just received the uh, payments for the burger, for the hamburger that he sells, using our wallet, using Bitcoin, using Lightning, using our wallet with this feature. So around for those customers, it's very interesting because everybody uses the wallet and pay with Lightning, and it's not just that. So he created a payback for his customer, using our wallet and using Lightning and use the just features of the wallet, just the wallet.
Nice. And how does it work? Because you told me like you put the amount, so the person needs to have a Lightning wallet or can pay in fiat and the person receive Bitcoin.
No, right now just
When
only
just Lightning.
cryptocurrencies. Yeah.
Okay, so only Lightning. And how does the payback and the rewards system work for this customer?
I don't have exact details how he built this, but I know that he used the wallet to create a royalty and a payback, like a
Mm.
bonus for people that pay in Lightning using Klever Wallet into his store. But I don't have the details. Sorry.
So so it's called Bitburger.
Beat burger, exactly. From
Bit
Bitcoin, so
I will
beat
and
burger from hamburger, so beat burger. Amazing.
And do you see any other? Yes, I will Google it or I will search on X on Instagram and I will try to bring him to the show if he speaks English. Because but anyway, we can speak in Brazil you speak the Portuñol. We can
Yeah.
understand when we speak in Spanish and in Portuguese, but it's interesting. And are there any other shops and that use the wallet to accept payments?
Yeah. In Brazil, we have, for example, because in Brazil, our financial system is very modern, is very advanced and developed. Is one of the most developed thing in Brazil. I think is our financial system. So we have a Pix, that is a instant payment using Brazilian reais. So actually, Brazilian people don't need to go to crypto to do instant payments, because this is already addressed by the Pix. But Brazil is a huge country, and we receive a lot of tourists, and this is a huge interest inside Brazil also. So right now in Brazil, there is a lot of payments gateways and working to accept the Lightning, and from Lightning to Pix, or from cryptocurrencies to crypto Pix for a foreign tourist when we just came here and don't need to do any kind of exchange in the airport, and just do the payments directly from their crypto wallets. So we are working right now with one of those biggest players in this scenario. That is Smart Pay, sorry, Smart Pay. So Smart Pay is one of those greatest payments gateways here, and we are working to build this integration. So we're gonna be able to, in Brazil, for example, pay anything, any of kind of bills in Brazil directly from your crypto wallet, directly from Clever Wallet. As a tourist, it will be amazing because we're gonna be here. You don't need to thinking about, if you have a Clever Wallet, you don't need to think about dollar or pesos to Brazilian reais or euro. Just need to have a Clever Wallet, and you're gonna be able to pay any bills in Brazil using Clever Wallet, using Pix, but using this gateway that will make the money transfer from cryptocurrency to Brazilian reais to Pix. So we are working right now on this solution.
Yes, I think that there are a lot of things to work in the crypto, in the Bitcoin ecosystem,
Yeah.
especially these things that, for example, solve the problem of not having to change currencies when you go as a tourist to a country, that you can use your wallet. And of course, when Bitcoiners are traveling, Brazil is an amazing country to travel, they want to use Bitcoin. I know that the OGs, they like using Bitcoin. They like spending their sats. And if you offer this solution, it's going to be amazing. And again, it's more for the adoption. And talking about Brazil and Bitcoin communities, how is the situation in Brazil? It's big, the adoption is coming, people is using, there are meetups.
Yeah, Brazil. Actually, here in Brazil, a lot of people like to say that we are living the perfect storm in terms of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, because the government agents just embrace the Bitcoin, embrace the technology. Uh, so uh, it's a kind of for us that we began in 2017, 2018. It's unbelievable because right now we have, for example, crypto area inside the big banks of Brazil. So the biggest banks in Brazil, all of them have crypto areas inside the bank. So they are hiring crypto experts, they are hiring blockchain experts. Uh, they are built together with us solutions, like I said, so people will be able to, from your crypto wallet, pay a bill in a restaurant or pay any kind of bills, a service, and etc. So the the adoption is not just in an early stage, I would say, but it's it's coming from the early stage to consolidate stage, because when you see big banks using the technology and big banks embracing the technology, embrace Bitcoin, the technology. So definitely, we are not in the early stage. We are in the mass adoption of the technology here in Brazil, and the regulation is going in the favor of the technology. Everything is going in favor. So as people like to say, it's a perfect storm for Bitcoin, for cryptocurrencies. I think is one of the best uh, places in the world to be right now in terms of the technology usage. I was in the Rio Innovation Week yesterday, and this week, the whole week, I attend a panel about it, and full crowded, like uh, a lot of people want to hear about, want to learn. So we are talking about education because right now everybody needs to be educated about the technology. Um, and last week we just have the blockchain Rio conference here was huge also, thousands of people, sorry, and from, as I said, from banks, from the look, the president of the central bank was in that conference. So Brazil is in the perfect storm. So yeah, we have our issues because yeah, it's Brazil. It is what it is. But in terms of adoption, uh, uh, I see with good eyes the path that we are doing here in Brazil. And as Clever, we are well positioned each year that we participate in those events and we sponsor those events. We gain attractions, we gain more knowledge and about the market, and the market gain knowledge about us. So it's been amazing, and I think a lot of things will grow up here like very soon for sure.
Excellent. And also, I heard that Brazil is planning to allocate 5% of their US dollar reserves on the central bank into Bitcoin. How true is this, and how advanced is this project? Do you think this is possible? Do you think that it's just like smoke and mirrors? How do you think about that?
Yeah, I think the central bank right now are more focused in expand the PIX payment system, instant payment system, then really do something with Bitcoin. But yeah, we have humors, we have this kind of noise in the market that they are uh, building something. But what I see is more the private sector. So big banks, as I said, big companies, financial companies, uh, really using Bitcoin, really using stable coins, and really use the technology in their favor. So uh, I, I I see more the private sector using Bitcoin than the government. But it's my point of view, is what I'm seeing. I'm not inside any kind of government agency to take the real picture or know exactly what is going on behind the scenes. But yes, what I see is a central bank more focused in expand the PIX instant payment system than focus in using Bitcoin, for example.
Yes, but what I heard is that they are planning to allocate 5% of the US dollars
It's huge.
reserves to a Bitcoin reserve. That this can be super huge because I think that Brazil has around 300 billion US dollars in the reserves. And also, as the Brazil is the top one in Latin America, is like the engine of Latin America. So if they do this move, it will trigger a lot of countries to follow,
Yeah.
and it will trigger. Uh, it's one of the largest economies in the world. It's one of the largest countries in the world. So when Brazil if Brazil does something, usually all the other countries in South America follow. So if Brazil goes to a Bitcoin reserve, I'm sure that most of the other countries in America and in the world will follow, and this will be super huge for 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 Bitcoin. And let's come back to Clever Wallet about the security. What measures does Clever implement for security
Yeah.
for the customer?
Yeah, amazing question because security is our top priority. Um Security, we have in Clever like security first. So the first thing that we need to be is safe. Um so right now we have this path that everything that we build inside Clever, um, we are doing audits, security audits, and using search key. So we just audit the as I said the core component of the Clever wallet that is called we call COS, from the Clever OS. Um, you can see in our GitHub, it's open source and audit by CertiK. So, and you have a good grade. If I'm not wrong, AA is one of the biggest grade inside the Skynet CertiK ecosystem. And so our measure is build and call CertK or our main partner right now to audit, security audit. And but behind the scenes, we are always doing security checks, pen tests, and everything else to make sure that everything is safe. In terms of the code, anyone right now can look the code because it's open source. You're gonna see that your keys never leave that KOS uh, uh, boundary. So if the front end, when you interact with the KOS, your keys never leave the KOS space. So the idea of this KOS is like a HSM that all banks and big financial institutions use, is a hardware security modeling. So we just build this the same concept of this inside the software, because HSM is a hardware, so it's not a just a software. It's a hardware that if you shake it, he just wipe out all the keys. It's a kind of very safer vault for keys that big banks and financial institutions uses. With our experience before crypto, we worked for just banks. We were IT consultants for just banks. So we bring this idea for the KOS. Is the same idea. So KOS is is the safer place to store your keys. So it's the same logic, uh, it's the same concept implemented. Anyone can audit. Actually, it's already audit, but such case, but you can use audit also. You can look. It's open source, so I think this is the best way to make a safer crypto wallet, is to open source and do security audits to make sure that everything has to be as has to be, as must to be safer, and your keys never leave that space, because that's the main point. Your keys need to be there encrypted, double encrypted, and never leave that space. So, and look, it's the same code that we use in our hardware wallets. It's amazing. So we use it the same code. So in open source, so anyone can see and can check. I always said that in terms of security, never trust, always check it. That's the best way to be safe. And this day, the most fragile thing in terms of security is not the technology; it's us. Most of uh, the hackers do is about social engineer, and not about technology engineer, but about us. It's very fun because 2 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong, some kind of group of hackers tried to hack me, invite me to an interview like this.
Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I said, always check, never trust. So when you check, you're gonna see that, oh, Satoshi is real, the channel is real, everything is real. So you're gonna be safe. But people try to scam me, myself, with this kind of approach. Oh, let's do a live, let's do a live stream, let's do an interview, and invite me to. But was very strange because invite me to the Teams, Microsoft Teams uh, uh, software, and I look Microsoft Teams to do live streams. Very strange because all the people use Riverside as we are using right now,
Yes.
and this kind of software. So at the first sight, I saw very strange, very strange, and then I make up excuse and just went out the the session and verify it better and saw that was a scheme, a scammer scheme, and and they didn't read me and didn't
Yes.
bite me.
Well, it happened to me a couple of times. They also invited me to podcast, but I already know the script that they use when they approach. And yes, a couple of times was uh, sometimes for podcast, another time for investors, and they send you a link for Microsoft Teams, or and when you check, it's not the real Microsoft team because the day that they send me the Microsoft team, what I did is okay. I have a Hotmail email address, so I send me an invite for Microsoft team to me, and I check the two links, and the one that I sent from Microsoft has one URL, and the other has a total. So yeah, now I agree with you. It's most important the social engineering, the vector of attack that we are asked now that all the people is with Bitcoin and the price is coming. I heard, for example, from there is a group called the Bitcoin Army, and one of the members of the group he downloaded Sparrow Wallet, and they stole him 7.5 Bitcoin. All
Wow.
the not the Sparrow Wallet. Sorry. I'm not blaming Sparrow Wallet. They
Oh
did it
no,
like a
yeah,
clone. The scammers, not the Sparrow Wallet.
yeah, I
They
understand.
put it on the Apple store. The guy downloaded because he thought that was a Sparrow Wallet, and when he put the keys, poof, incredible. All the same,
Impossible.
all his life saving 7.5 Bitcoin, a lot of money wiped out in just a second. So that's important. That's another thing that I want to talk about more in the podcast when we do interviews or when we have our regular shows is this: the how do you need to verify, how do you need to be aware, because the biggest scams come on this way. They can hack your wallet, but they can invite you to a podcast, suggest some investing thing. As I always say, never click in any link that you receive on your email and it's not verified. Never accept from shady people invites. And sometimes when there is something too good to be true, just verify and don't fall. But yes, I agree with you. There are a lot of. I want to mention that there are a lot of impersonations of our ex, the Bitcoin libertarian, all the things you always check that has the blue check mark is the Bitcoin double underscore, and we never ask for money. We probably approach inviting to the podcast, but you can see in our profile that we are legit and we are streaming every day. We have our YouTube channel, but yeah, we need to be really aware. And for everyday users, and especially for newbies, how does Clever simplify the usage of Bitcoin, the top up, the storage, the security?
Yeah. So if you download our wallet, I believe you already did it. You're gonna see that it's very easy to start your journey. Very easy. Um, and we work all the time in our user experience flows. So we have a dedicated team only look at this part of the product. So uh, we have right now, for example, two guys that it's only looking this, only looking all the every day they their jobs is let's see this user experience flow about receive bitcoin, let's see this user experience flow to receive, to send, to buy, to it's not good, let's make better, let's look at other wallets, let's look at the market, let's look at other solutions. So we have this part of the team dedicated only on this, only in make our product uh, way simpler, way better to use it in terms of user experience. So we have the results, right? If you try our wallet, everyone always giving me this feedback. Oh, your wallet is very user friendly. It's very nice to use. I like it, and that's it because we invest on the team to make it better and even better all the time, unstoppable. We are in this mission. In it's our slogan, right? Crypto made simple. So we are. It's our mission. Our mission is to make crypto made simple. So we are here for this.
Yes. Yes, so for people to adopt and for us is also through the podcast make Bitcoin simple and accessible to the people. And another question regarding to security. Does a Clever Wallet support multi-signature?
Not yet, but it is in our roadmap. Uh, I know that people don't like this word soon, but sometimes we just need to use it because we don't have like exactly date to launch, because the market is very dynamic and sometimes we need to be flexible to the market to change the priorities. That's what we are building, but it is in our roadmap of the wallet roadmap. Maybe I will talk to Marcel to maybe we can make it the wallet roadmap public. Maybe people will like it to see what we have in the roadmap of the wallet. But yeah, we have in the roadmap of the wallet to make the wallet multi-sig compatible. First, using our own blockchain, our Clever blockchain, and then using Bitcoin and other blockchains as well. But right now, we don't have it
It's
right now.
excellent. And it's okay. And the integration with hardware wallet is easy. You can integrate with any wallet.
Right now, if I'm not wrong, only the extension, the Chrome extension is Ledger compatible, and the mobile is not yet. The mobile, you can use the Clever Safe, our own hardware wallet, with our wallet.
Okay, so and well, I think that I don't have any more questions about the wallet. So the only question that I have related to the wallet is if you have what upcoming features. We talk about that through the call about the multi-sig, the ordinals, but with other features and updates that Clever will have in the upcoming months, if you can comment it.
Yeah, actually, I already said we are working right now to remove the friction about the 12, 24 words and keep safer. I mean, more safer than ever, but fill this gap about the technology. So you're gonna be full digital and full. You're gonna have a crypto wallet full digital, so you don't need to worry about uh, write down your 12 and 24 words. But if you uh, as a Bitcoin maximalist. A lot of people like to do that. So if you want, you'll be able to. Also, you don't you will we won't remove this feature, but we're gonna add a way uh, more efficient and more user friendly to use the Bitcoin in crypto world. So that's the I think is the next step in the next main feature that we're gonna release in the next months. About Bitcoin, I think we are in a stage to consolidate the Lightning. So very soon you're gonna be very soon, really soon, you're gonna be able uh, to exchange to swap from Lightning to other coins and from other coins to Lightning directly. So it's huge because in the market you use usually you're gonna need to go to Bitcoin, and then once you are in the Bitcoin, so you are able to swap in Lightning and swap out Lightning from Bitcoin. So in Clever, you're gonna be able to, for example, from Ethereum directly to Lightning, and from Lightning directly to Ethereum. So imagining that you are in a store, uh, for who is Bitcoiner, uh, I think is not a big deal, but for new incomers to Bitcoin, yes, because imagine that you are in the store, but you don't have Bitcoin, but you have Ethereum. So you're going to be able to very, very quickly swap from Ethereum or USDT. A lot of people are using stable coins right now. So you have USDT, USDC. So you're going to be able to swap from a stable coin directly to Lightning and make a instant payment using Lightning. So this will be releasing in a couple weeks actually. So I think it's the most uh, highlights features that we're gonna release in this near future.
Excellent. And if you have to convince me to start using Clever Wallet, how why a person that is using another wallet just uh, just need to move to Clever Wallet?
Yeah, for the Bitcoiners, I would say that come on, guys, leave the custodial wallets because all my friends that are Bitcoiners just use custodial wallets and come to the self custody is even better. So if you use it, wallet of Satoshi or whatever custodial wallet you use it, just come to Clever because here is really self custody. It's open source, so you can look the code, you can audit by yourself, and use a real self custody wallet by yourself. Be your own bank is a reality right now with Clever. So for the Bitcoiners, I say that, and for non-Bitcoiners, I mean people that use any kind of crypto, I would say that we support more than 40 networks inside the wallet. So I think it's the most complete wallet in the market. We cover a lot of networks and tokens and swap pairs. So try it. You're gonna see that you don't need a lot of wallets to stay in the crypto, because I see a lot of people in the events that we participate using a lot of wallets, and when people just reach Clever, come on man, now I just need Clever because I use it Phantom for Solana, I use it any other wallet for other network, Tron Link for Tron. No, now I have Clever that is everything, so I don't need a lot of wallets and manage a lot of seed phrase in a lot of wallets. So you just need Clever. Clever has everything. Has Lightning, has anything that a Bitcoiner wants. It's inside Clever. And it's everything that any kind of crypto guy wants inside Clever. So we are building and reshaping the future in this way to make crypto simple for who is Bitcoiner, for who is crypto guy, for who is new e-commerce, even for my mother. that's that's our main idea.
And the question is, what does your mother think about? She uses Bitcoin or crypto, and she uses Clever.
Yeah, yeah. Your audio just crack a little down.
Sorry, what I was asking about your mother,
I'm
what
a mad.
does your mother think about Bitcoin, and does she use Clever?
Yeah, she used, but she also needs my help about the 12, 24 words. She just doesn't
Well,
understand
well.
what is it.
My parents she's a step away from my mom. My mom doesn't. She said that the Bitcoin. She still thinks that Bitcoin is for criminals, and she doesn't understand about Bitcoin. And she says that I will go to jail if I keep doing this Bitcoin thing. So let's see. Let's see.
No.
I think that I'm trying to orange peel her and my brother, but my brother started in crypto. He bought some Ethereum, and I'm not happy with that because I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. But I also started the journey with altcoins. So at least he's in the crypto space doing stuff, and sooner or later he will become a Bitcoin maxi. And talking about the future, uh, we talk about the future of Bitcoin because I'm a Bitcoin maxi, and I love for me there is no second best. But talk me about what do you think about the future of Bitcoin and about the crypto ecosystem and all this adoption future. What do you think about?
Yeah, I think you guys that are Bitcoin maximum uh, are right in some point because Bitcoin is still dominance. I think we keep dominance in the market. In terms of financial usage, I think Bitcoin at some point uh, will be the only one, really, the only Bitcoin. So Bitcoin will be like the unique for financial. But I think the all others blockchain, uh, and I think we don't have yet enough blockchains to cover the tokenization that the market will demand, because we are entering in a new era that uh, banks and financial um, not financial but yeah, financial investments will be more democratic, will be more accessible, so people will be able to buy a fraction of a house, a fraction of a horse, a fraction of a boat, a fraction um, of a farm. So people will be able to invest in agribusiness with pennies. People will be able to invest in bank credit with pennies. And this will be possible because of the tokenization of the market. So now I'm talking about not the Bitcoin, but the whole market and the whole investment, financial investment market. So I think Bitcoin will not play this game. You keep playing the Bitcoin game and be unique in this game. But in this other game, there in terms of real world assets, tokenization of the real world assets, we still don't have blockchain enough to tokenize everything that we're gonna be tokenized. So I think it will be huge. uh, Clever as as a blockchain as well is in this market, and I believe that this market will just um, blow at some point because it's a demand of the market, because we have people more and more uh, um, thirsty about investments, and sometimes people don't have right now the access to those investments because don't have the enough money, because today we have a boundary. You need to have for example, thousands of dollars to invest in a real estate and etc. And with the tokenization, this will be you're gonna be able to invest in fractions of this. So it will be the democratic way, and that blockchain will deliver investment for the world, for the whole the world economy. So I think blockchain will address this, and Bitcoin will still play the Bitcoin gamer. That's only Bitcoin. We will play like as a reserve, uh, as a new gold, as a and etc. And using Lightning as instant payment. So I
Yeah.
think Bitcoin, yeah, it will be unique in this way, but we're gonna have this other uh, market about tokenization of the real world assets that we, as I said, as a Clever blockchain as well, we are well positioned in the market to bite. I want to bite some share of this market.
Interesting. And another question is: do you think that with Lightning will be able to be the payment method for every day, and we are gonna use Bitcoin as everyday payments using Lightning?
Yeah, about instant payments using Lightning, right?
Yes. Like, do you think that we are gonna move to a world where all the payments are gonna be using Lightning with Bitcoin, or you think that we are gonna be forever coexisting the Bitcoin with the stable coins and the regular finance?
Yeah, I think Lightning has a huge potential in non-developer financial systems around the globe. I would say, for example, for Americans, what I know about the American financial system is very underdeveloped. So people still using pencil and paychecks to pay bills. Is not full digital. And beside, I know that has something about instant payments uh, there. Um, I think in these cases of the country doesn't have a well-developed financial system in terms of instant payments, Lightning can play huge, can play a, a huge role, and yes, can overcome the main solution. It's hard to say if we gonna be there or not, but I think we have potential to fill on those countries that doesn't have instant payment system well developed. Lightning can play this role and can fill this gap. Because right now we can use Lightning now. You can use stable coins inside Lightning, inside Bitcoin. So in these terms, I think we have a huge potential to use the technology to fill this gap in those countries that don't have the a well-developed instant payment. But for example, here in Brazil, no, because in Brazil we have Pix. It's well developed. I know that, for example, I think China. I don't know China, but China, I think
China is
has
WeChat,
another
WeChat Pay.
well-developed payment system as well. So I think in place that already has a well-developed instant payment system, uh, it's done. We don't need to anything else. So probably we're going to need to integrate it, to interoperate it, because for example, here in Brazil, we receive tourists. Tourists is a huge industry. So yeah, for sure, you're going to need to interoperate it, integrate it with Lightning. But as a main solution, we already have Pix, and it's done. And Pix was responsible to put a lot of Brazilians inside the banking system. So a lot of unbanking people just banking with Pix. Because imagine the guy that sells hot dog in the streets. So here in Brazil now, this guy has a bank account to receive Pix. So Pix played this role inside Brazil. And I think, as I said, we have different situations around the globe. It's not everything equal. So I think Lightning can answer the question. Lightning
Yes.
Lightning has a huge potential on countries that doesn't have the well-developed instant payments, and any other countries that already have will play a second role to interoperate and integrate it for uh, foreign payments. But inside the country is already done. There is nothing to do in the end. There is nothing to evolve anymore.
Yes, I think that of course it's different because when you are using either big Brazil, WeChat in China or in Argentina, I think we have Mercado Pago.
Exactly.
You are not really paying. You're just doing like the same as a bank transfer. With Lightning, you are really paying and transfer Bitcoin. But yeah, I understand that for people, the people who has these systems already integrated, and you want to explain, and they want to say it's the same. So probably a good integration with tourism. For example, in Rio de Janeiro, I didn't buy. I've been there like 20 years ago, but I didn't buy hot dogs on the street. But I remember to buy pão de queijo and caipirinha on the street. So now, if I am a tourist, I can buy to the vendors in using Lightning would be amazing and would be great for the adoption. And the last question that I do to everyone, I don't know if you're a Maxi, but I always do the same question to everyone: is if you have a chance to sit down with Satoshi Nakamoto to have a coffee, a tea, or Brazil, a caipirinha, or a cold beer, what would you ask him or say? Him, her, or they?
Yeah, well, I'm a huge fan of Satoshi. Come on. um, uh, but I still believe that the technology, people still doesn't realize the real potential of the technology. So because when Satoshi's built the Bitcoin, built for the people, from people to people, right? To fight against the financial system, to fight against uh, the the lack of liberty of the financial system. So I will ask to Satoshi how frustrated he or her or them are about it, the embrace of the financial system with the Bitcoin, because at first sight, I think Bitcoin built was not built for that. Was built to be alternative, uh, to be segregated from the financial system. But the financial system just embrace the enemy and put inside the financial system. So now people, for example, just look if Bitcoin is going well or not because of the price. But come on, one Bitcoin will be always one Bitcoin. So people don't realize what this means. Uh, is lack of knowledge from my point of view of the technology and the what of the technology really delivered, and that the technology just was born for us, for people, to people serve people, and not to trust in any kind of central bank or anything like that. But today, we are talking about right now about how much central bank will you put in their reserves. So it's crazy
Yes.
in terms of the concept of the Bitcoin in the early stages. So for Satoshi, I would say this question: how much frustration, what he or her then think about it, this embrace of the financial system, of the centralized financial system into the Bitcoin, because I think
I
the plan wasn't that.
I get your point, and it's interesting your point because again, of course, and most of the ultra maxis are against of the governments embracing Bitcoin, the big corporation buying Bitcoin. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, an OG, Knut Svanholm, he said that the treasury companies are shitcoins. So, but I think that I like to see more. Of course, it's a little bit frustrating as a maxi seeing this because Bitcoin was not created for this. But on the other side, I see Bitcoin as a Trojan horse. So it's coming as a Trojan horse of the financial system that at the end of the day it's gonna be so inside the financial system that they won't have another option that okay, we are done, we lost. And that's the point. And on the other side, it reflects this ethos of Bitcoin that Bitcoin is for everyone and Bitcoin don't ask permission. You don't need to ask permission to use Bitcoin. So Sailor is buying Bitcoin, perfect. You can buy Bitcoin as the same way that Sailor using the same rules that Sailor uses to buy Bitcoin. Of course, none of us can access to such amount of money that he can access to buy Bitcoin. But with a few dollars that you can have, you can go and buy Bitcoin with the same rules that Sailor has. So that's why that's the magic of Bitcoin. That is permissionless, is for everyone. And at the end of the day, I think I like your question because it's very original and goes to the core of Bitcoin. But I think that at the end of the day, Bitcoin is a Trojan horse. So it's amazing. It's amazing. It's like a virus that is infecting all the financial system, and they are not going to be able to stop. Bruno, Anything else you want to add, and how people can contact you?
Oh, a amazing chat. I just love it, and really glad to be here. Was amazing. Thank you. Please invite me more. I just like it. I just love it.
Excellent. Of
Was
course.
a great chat.
Thank you. For me, the same. It's amazing to be talking. I love talking with people. I love doing the stream, and again, it was
And and I didn't
great
ask
talking to you.
you.
Yes,
You are based
with,
on where are you right now?
I'm based in Hong Kong.
Oh, Hong
I'm
Kong.
based in Hong Kong.
Ah.
By the way, any of there is coming in 2 weeks is coming the conference, the Bitcoin conference. Any from Clever is
No,
coming
I
to the
don't think so.
conference or no?
Yeah,
It's very far.
yeah, I don't think so. At Hong Kong, I don't think so. We're gonna attend this year.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm based in Hong Kong, but I am from Argentina, so it's good. You said it's a good talk because we didn't talk about football.
Oh yeah.
We just talk about Bitcoin. But if a Brazilian and an Argentinian start talking about football, it's gonna be fine.
No, I like to talk about football with Argentinians. Ah, nosotros somos hermanos. Sí.
That's somos hermanos. They say we only hate during the 90 minutes of the match. After the match, we are hermanos. And to be honest, I've been in Brazil as a tourist many times when I was a kid. Then my first trips outside of Argentina alone went to Brazil. I went to Rio, I went to Ilha Grande, I went to Maresias, I went to the north, Pipa, Morte, Sao Paulo, Natal, all this. One of my biggest sports heroes is Ayrton Senna. I always been a huge fan. Since Ayrton Senna died, I haven't watched any race anymore. I don't like F1 anymore. I'm a big fan of the Jiu-Jitsu. I hope I can go to Brazil and pay a Jiu-Jitsu class with Lightning. So I like Brazil so much. I like Brazil so much. Except when we
And so do
play
I.
football again.
Yeah. And so do I. I just love your
So,
country. I love it. I love it. Argentina, Buenos Aires, great place. I love the wines over there. Great wine, the best wines in
yeah.
the world.
And I like Brazil. The Brazilian love our wines, and also Brazilians loves going to the south of Argentina
Exactly.
where there is the snow. Because in
Exactly.
Brazil you have a beautiful country, you have beautiful beaches, but you don't have the snow that we
Exactly.
have in the south. And
Exactly.
every time I used to travel to the south, I used to meet a lot of Brazilians. So I have a pending trip to Brazil because again, last time was in 2006, 2004. Then I went to Brazil, but just to fly because as I live in Asia, most of the flights stop in Rio or Sao Paulo and go to Buenos Aires. But I have to go to Brazil, of course.
Oh, please. Yeah. And look, I'm a huge Messi fan. But for me,
Messi?
Messi, I'm a huge Messi fan,
Yes.
and my son also. So I have the t-shirts. I have a Argentina team t-shirts with Messi
Nice.
name
But
in
this
the
is
back.
amazing.
Yeah, Messi, it's amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan from Brazil side. I'm a big fan of Ronaldo. When the kids
yeah,
now say Ronaldo, they refer to Cristiano. And for me, Ronaldo is only one. He's only one. The guy who was like fat, like 130 kilos, and was killing everyone. For me, is one of the best players I've seen. So it's amazing. So Bruno, again, thank you very much for your time. Anytime, if you want to talk, if you have a new release, just send me a DM and we can set up an episode. I love talking about Bitcoin. I love streaming. So for me, I would be grateful to have you again in our show. Again, Bruno, thank you very much. Have a good
thank you
day and the best for Klever Wallet.
for for the Bitcoin libertarian too.
Thank you very much. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much. And thank you very much to everyone who is on the other side. If you like the episode, please give us a like, subscribe. We have our YouTube channel taken down, so we open a new one. This episode is gonna be soon well edited in the new YouTube channel. It's Bitcoin Libertarian without the T. It's only Bitcoin Libertarian. We will be uploading in our X. Our X account is the Bitcoin double underscore. Share this episode with the people you love. Share this episode with the people you hate, because we must reach 8 billion people to get a massive adoption of Bitcoin. See you in the next episode of our podcast. Stay humble, stay sad, and remember, we are all Satoshi.